Hey everyone, Solid Cacao founder Nick Meter here, and I want to talk about a question that I still get from time to time, which is when people ask, is there something wrong with my cacao from the way that it looks? It's blotchy or uneven, it just looks weird to me, so can I get a refund or a replacement? But in pretty much all of these cases, the issue is that the cacao is untempered. Cacao tempering happens in more industrial chocolate processes or even craft chocolate. It's a process of heating and cooling repeatedly and grinding the cacao to create a more uniform appearance, which in the chocolate world is very valued. But with authentic ceremonial cacao, it's actually important to leave the cacao untempered. So it just goes through a simple grind, either on stone metate or a hand grinder, or in some cases a mechanical mill. So this is what I'm talking about. This is a block of heart of the earth cacao, 1 pound block, all different kinds of patterns on it. As you can see, there are little circles, there is a bigger kind of blotchy area in one part of the block, and some parts are a little bit white, some parts are obviously darker brown, that more chocolatey, color that people are used to. But some people would look at this and think that there's something wrong with it. But in reality, this to me is ideal. This is an authentic block of ceremonial cacao that has just gone through a grind, and then it was poured into a bowl to solidify. On the side there, you can see too some cool patterns, some circular, some a little bit bigger, more blotchy. On the back side, this is the side that was facing down when it was poured into a bowl. So there are fewer patterns here. Overall, it's a little bit smoother because it was facing down, and the cacao butter just solidified in a more even way. I think it also kind of rises to the top as it is solidifying as well, because below 94 degrees is the melting point of cacao. So after the grind, even though it's not heated during the grind, it is liquefied, and then it re-solidifies at room temperature. This is even part of the traditional or ancestral connection with cacao in some cases. The family who makes pacala ceremonial cacao actually reads the patterns in a block of cacao, and often it connects with their midwife practices. They've even described to me seeing messages about a baby that's coming into the family. Once we do know these details, to complain about the appearance of a block of cacao actually to me speaks to a colonial mindset. And it's important, especially for those of us who don't have heritage in those places with a longer history with cacao, to be cautious and respectful about how we talk about cacao, how we connect with it, and how we share it. So it's important to honor this more traditional and historical way of cacao presentation. So again, if you see blotches, circle patterns, or other interesting swirls on your block, I can pretty much guarantee you that it's not a problem. In fact, it's a sign that you're holding the real thing, authentic ceremonial cacao. If you're really concerned, one way to test that it's cacao butter is just to use your finger and smear it a little bit, because butter will smear. If it was actually a food product with mold on it, mold doesn't smear. But there's a lot of care put into the cultivation and the preparation of all of the cacao that we carry. There are steps taken to make sure that all the moisture is removed during the drying of the seeds, care about how the seeds are stored. Plus, I get every variety tested for mold in a third-party laboratory before starting to sell it. And there were no signs of mold or yeast in any of the cacaos that we carry. Thanks for watching. It's always a pleasure to educate about this stuff, and visit our website to learn more and order some ceremonial cacao for yourself.